Is the cruise control on your new age Mustang not working? Nah, not on this channel. First, check the fuses. This fuse box is located on the driver's side's footwell. Check fuse numbers 17, 33, and 35. Most vehicles have a cruise control indicator lamp on the instrument cluster. Doing a bulb check, I found out that Ford did not put one on this vehicle. Man, what gives, Ford? Some of these you can diagnose by counting the number of flashes the indicator lights give in diagnostic mode. But we can't do that here, so we'll have to troubleshoot through the connector. The cruise control module is located behind the driver's side fender. We want access to the 10-pin connector. You might need to remove the wheel. You will loosen up the splash guard. Now the connector, it has two tabs. You can move it to the side and then up. Same with this one, except this one's broken. And then just pull back. And now you can test your 10-pin connector. Looking at the connector with the tab on the top, the pins are numbered from 1 to 10, going from right to left. Pin 1 all the way to pin 10. And we're going to begin by verifying the ground, G102. Set your digital multimeter to measure ohms. And now we will measure the resistance between pin 10 and the negative battery terminal. Specification is less than 5 ohms. Less than 5 ohms, and we are at 1.5 ohms. So this is good. We will be using this ground for the following tests. Next, put the key in the ignition, set it to run mode. Set your digital multimeter to read DC volts and measure the voltage between pins 10 and 7. This measures the voltage coming from fuse 17. And it should be greater than 10 volts, and it checks out right here. Next, measure the voltage between pins 10 and 9. This will check your deactivator switch. It is normally closed, so you should see greater than 10 volts. And ours is good. If it fails, it's gonna fail stuck open, and you'll get 0 volts. And the deactivator switch failing is a common fail point on these vehicles. But ours is good. Let's continue. There should be no voltage between pins 5 and 10. Here we are seeing 350 millivolts and climbing. Now, if it stays under 1 volt, it should be fine. There should be voltage when you press the on switch on the steering wheel. And I pressed it, and now we're seeing 12 volts. I'm gonna let go of it, and we should see no voltage. Again, it should be fine if it stays under 1 volt. Next, we're going to check the functionality of the Set XL button. Switch to ohms and measure the resistance between pins 5 and 6. It should be open right now, and as soon as I press Set XL and hold it, we should see between 612 and 748 ohms. We are seeing 0.684 kilo ohms, which is 684 ohms. So this button is working properly. I'm gonna let go of it now, and it should open. With the ignition switch off, check the resistance between pins 4 and 10. Resistance should be less than 20 ohms. Here we're seeing 34.45 kilo ohms, and that's way above specification. This circuit is the BPP, brake pedal position, and guess what else runs through there? The rear bulbs. And I currently have sequentials and LED bulbs on the taillights. So let's check those out. The sequential taillights might have changed the resistance values. So what I'm gonna do is simply reconnect the stock taillight harness. So with the stock harnesses connected, we fall under specification. We are less than 20 ohms. So the sequential taillight harness was causing cruise control not to work. So if I take it for a drive right now, I know that this cruise control will engage. So let's go for a quick drive. Yep, cruise control is working again. The sequential taillights' harness was adding a hefty amount of resistance to the brake light switch's circuit. I was able to use the LEDs on the stock harness, just make sure the outer LEDs have a built-in resistor to it. There is still one more step after in diagnosis, and that is verifying continuity between pin 3 and pin 68 of the PCM's connector. If you still can't get cruise control to work, leave a comment and we'll take it from there. To activate cruise control, push the on switch, followed by the set accel switch above 30 miles per hour. Have a good day.